فيه القرآن هدى للناس وبين
Began to 6th day of March 2026 years after the Arab Nabi Sallallahu. The annual Tafseer organized by the International Organization of Tijaniya Brotherhood in partnership with Tijaniya Muslim Student Association of Nigeria Madhubeli University Zara chapter at the Faculty of Engineering Mosque, the main campus between 5 and 6 p.m. in Ramadan continues from the 64th ayah of Surah Al-Waqiah. Our Sheikh Professor Abdullah Lutino will conduct the Tafsir, while we start at the moment here will recite the Holy Quran for us, inshallah. We are streaming live on Facebook at Timsan.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أفرأيتم ما تحرثون أنتم تزرعونه أم نحن الزارعون
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين. اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره مقداره العظيم. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. أفرأيتم ما تحرثون أأنتم تزرعونه أم نحن الزارعون. Allah Ta'ala was telling us about our own creation. أفرأيتم ما تمنون أأنتم تخلقونه أم نحن الخالقون. That when we bury our semen or our sperm into the uterus of our wives, are we the one that does the creation? And he went ahead to tell us, we are the one that has determined for you how long you are going to stay in this world, and nobody is going to defeat us or hurry us to bring the like of you, or to even bring you up in a different format that you don't know. If all this you don't believe that you will come to, Allah will bring you back again in a manner He wishes to. He's asking you, Afara'aytum ma taharuthun? Every time, every year you go, you are pulverizing the soil. Do you see this soil that you are pulverizing, you are tilling? Antum tazra'unahu am nahnu zari'un? The same way when your fellow brothers die, when your children die, when your fathers die, you go and bury them in the soil. It's the same way you go and bury the seeds in the soil. But when you bury the seed in the soil, who makes it to grow and come out of the soil? Make that seed to swell, to germinate, to make it viable or not viable. Are you the one? This one, Allah is telling us to take our attention back. That just like we go and bury those that we believe are dead, that Allah is telling us, yes, they are dead, but some of them are not even dead the way you look at them now. The next one that are also there in the grave, their death is not the kind of death you know, because the good ones are enjoying there in their grave, the bad ones are being punished in their grave. So Allah is telling us one day they are going to rise from their grave, and Allah will make them and fashion them into another creation the way He wants. So the same way, these seeds that we plant, it comes out, grow. Are we the one that make it to grow? No, we are not the one that make it to grow. Allah, you are the one that make it to grow.
لو نشاء لجعلناه حطاما فظلتم تفكهون
لو نشاء لجعلناه حطاما فظلتم تفكهون. لو نشاء, had we so wish, لجعلناه حطاما, wallahi, لجعلناه, will make it حطاما, make it into pieces that they become pulverized themselves, that at the end of the day, لظلتم تفكهون, you will be dumbfounded. If we wish, when you bury these seeds, it will come out, something can come and eat it. It will not, after germination, it will go away. Or it will germinate, it will grow. Then Allah will take away the rain, or Allah will bring disease, and at the end, it will become just nothing on the ground. That you yourself, you'll be wondering, I put fertilizer, there is everything. Why did my crop become like this? Allah said, if you harvest any crop, know that we are the one that made it to grow, to reach harvest, to reach maturity, for you to be able to harvest it.
إنا لمغرمون بل نحن محرومون.
Inna lamugramun, bal nahnu mahrumun. Had we so wish, instead of you, when you plant, you see it. Inna sababna al-ma'a sabba, thumma shaqaqna al-arda shaqqa, fa anbatna fiha habba. At the end of it, he said, mata'an lakum wa li'an'amikum. All this, there is no way you can have food to eat without this method. But all you just do is to plant. And when you plant, I'm the one that make it to grow. The same way you go and plant your dead ones. One day Allah will also make it to come out. Now, Allah said, if we so wish, we can make all this that you plant, you harvest nothing. That Lazaltum tafakkahun, you'll be wondering, what happened? Which bad wind came? What happened to it? Then you'll be shouting, Inna lamugramun. Indeed, we have been punished. Indeed, we have suffered. Bal nahan mahrum. No, we were denied. It is then you remember that maybe you did not pray, you did not do this, you did not do that. So Allah is telling us here, let us be thankful anytime we are eating food. Anytime any kind of food is put in front of you. The simplest food that students we eat here is bread. This bread is from flour. That flour is from wheat. That wheat was planted, it matured, and it was harvested and threshed and brought to you. If Allah did not want it, it would not be like that. So when you are taking this bread, thank Allah that this wheat that grew got to maturity. Allah allowed it to be harvested, and it was processed into flour and now turned into bread that you are now eating. If Allah has denied you, you will not have it. You can see sometimes there are years you say there is drought. Sometimes some years came, they'll say there is infestation this year. Because of that, most of the crops were affected. Then it will turn into famine. May Allah protect all of us.
أفرأيتم الماء الذي تشربون.
أفرأيتم الماء الذي تشربون. Allah said, I've asked you. I'm also asking you now. Allah said first, أفرأيتم ما تمنون. He said, أفرأيتم ما تحرسون. He is now saying, أفرأيتم الماء الذي تشربون. Human being, you are 60% water. You need water constantly. Don't you see this water that you are drinking all the time? When you are drinking water at any time, don't you sit down and look at it? Try to look at it. What is the origin? Without this water, can you survive? How good is this water? How pure is it? All this. Pay attention. Who is that again? I'll go outside there now. Go outside there.
أنتم أنزلتموه من المزن أم نحن المنزلون.
أورأيتم الماء الذي تشربون أأنتم أنزلتموه من المزن أم نحن المنزلون. This water that you are drinking, that is pure, that is good, that is so tasteful, that your body needs, that without it, now, by the time you spend some days, you'll be in trouble. أَأَنْتُمُ أَنزَلْتُمُ مِنَ الْمُزْنِ أَمْ نَحْنُ الْمُنزِلُونَ? Are you the one that sent it down raining from the clouds, or we are the one that sent it down raining from the clouds? Allah is asking you. Allah, you are the one that did it.
لو نشاء جعلناه أجاجا فلولا تشكرون.
لو نشاء جعلناه أجاجا فلولا تشكرون. لو نشاء, had we so wish, جعلناه أجاجا, would have made this water having ujajan, bad taste, like the way seawater is. The taste will not even be good for you to take, neither will it be healthy. فَلَوْلَا تَشْكُرُونَ, will you not be grateful to Allah? Here, all of us have to be grateful for Allah. And this is where a lot of us, we have to educate ourselves. Always, in this country, for example, we are so lucky, rain is always falling. Let us live in areas where we have trees so that the air is clean. If the air is clean surrounding, when the rain falls, it will not be dirty. By the time it comes to our roof, let us try to have this water collected, stored into tanks, so that we can drink it. But you find sometimes the rain is falling. Rain is just falling now. Then the same people are going to buy pure water. And you are in an area that the water is good, because within the town, if it's in the cities, rain that is falling may not be good, because as it is falling, it's passing through air that's polluted. So it has mixed with that polluted air. But where you are, that you have trees, you have good air, you have clean air, when the rain is falling, collect it, store it under the tank. In Ahmad Bello University here, we have a department called Soil Science, where they do soil tests. It's an old building built by the Europeans when they were here, close to IAR office there. They have an underground tank. All the water that is needed in a year is stored in that tank till today. Why we that we have our own land, we don't think ahead? Every time, no water, no water, no water. Huh? Can't we harvest this water? Allah has given us opportunity to know how to harvest. Can't we harvest it? If at that time they know how to harvest, and that tank is still there functioning till today underground, for the whole need of that soil lab in the whole year, they don't need to take water anywhere. All of us should think seriously of how to harvest water, not just you just abandon, you go, because every time it is there. Whenever there is no water in the tap, you are shouting. This rainwater in an area, particularly where there is good trees, there is good air, is very good. It's like distilled water. If you want to know how difficult is it to get water, look at distilled water. To get distilled water, for it to be clean, you have to heat the water, it boils, then you condense it before it drips down as distilled water. But the water that is coming straight from the sky is already distilled. Then you have this, what is you call water generators. In areas where you don't have, where for you to dig well, you have to go kilometers into the ground before you can get well. What you use is what you call water generators. Like you have this, your air conditioner, sometimes you see water coming out. What actually they are doing is generating water by condensation. Because if it is too cold, it generates. So you have also water generators that you can put down, even anywhere there is air, it will generate water for you. Because anywhere there is air, there is water. Look at watermelon. Watermelon grows where there is no water. But it attracts water from the atmosphere, from the ground. Where there is no water, you can't see the water, and it will still give you. And when it stores that water, it doesn't escape easily. If you keep watermelon down, it can stay for some days or even a month. The water is still contained inside. All this Allah is teaching us. Allah is saying, "Afara'aytum al-ma'a allazi tashrabun antum anzaltum min al-muzni am nahnu al-munzilun law nasha'u ja'alnahu jajan." Now, there Allah said, "Law nasha'u la ja'alnahu hutaman." But here he didn't say la. He said, "Law nasha'u ja'alnahu jajan." That other lamb there is taken away. Ulama said the reason is when you are farming, you may think that you are the one that brought about that food, even though you are not. But in the case of water, rain came. You know, there's nothing you did. Rain just came. Allah said, I would have made this water undrinkable and like salty water is. And why wouldn't you thank Allah? That's why the Prophet ﷺ said, before you do anything, take permission of the owner. Anything. Don't take anything without permission. If it belongs to your mother, take permission. If it belongs to your child, take permission. If it belongs to your brother, take permission. Then after you take this permission, before you put it in yourself, take permission from the one that owned it originally. That's Allah. And how do you take permission? Say, Bismillah, finish. Bismillah, finish. You want to eat, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. You want to drink, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. When you finish, thank Allah. Alhamdulillah, thank Allah. Don't just stand up like that and leave. It's not for you. And then don't waste it. The Prophet ﷺ said, even if river is flowing in front of the house of any one of you, say, don't waste water. If you are making ablution, don't say because I'm making ablution. It's for Allah. Allah doesn't like waste. Don't waste it. If you have money, don't waste it. If you have children, don't waste them. Whatever you have, use it judiciously. Don't just eat until your stomach is full. Are you an animal that they are going to slaughter you and give your meat out? It's your intellect that people that we are after, and your faith. So Allah is telling us, "Oh, la tashkurun." Will you not be grateful to Allah? Allah, we are grateful.
Alhamdulillah.
أفرأيتم النار التي تورون أنتم أنشأتم شجرتها أم نحن المنشئون
أفرأيتم النار التي تورون أأنتم أنشأتم شجرتها أم نحن المنشئون. Allah is asking now. First of all, أفرأيتم ما تمنون أفرأيتم ما تحرثون أفرأيتم الماء الذي تشربون. Now, أفرأيتم النار التي تورون. Consider it. If I look closely, this fire that you are always igniting to make fire. When anytime you are igniting and you want it to be fire, don't you think about it? Antum anshatum shajarataha. The trees or the leaves that have spent millions of years that have become petrol and gas, all these ones, are you the one that brought out about these trees in the first instance? Am nahnul munshi'un? Or no, we are the one that brought these trees out. Because it's either you are burning firewood, you have to still ignite, whether it's matches or whatever, or you are burning petrol and gas. These are also hydrocarbons that are as a result of millions of years of decay of leaves and trees under the ground that has now become petrol. Allah is asking, are you the one responsible? All you just did was to, if it's the case of petrol, you just dig a well and you are taking it. How it was formed there, you don't know. If it's tree, you just go, you fell it, and you are just using it. You just ignite it. That's why anywhere we want fire, there's always ignition required. If it's in the car, you want ignition. If it's in the house, you want ignition. So Allah is talking about the ignition.
نحن جعلناها تذكرة ومتاعا للمقوين
نحن جعلناها تذكرة ومتاعا للمقوين. This fire that you are always igniting and you are using, نحن جعلناها تذكرة. We put this fire deliberately there for it to be something of a thought to you. ومتاعا, and we also put it there as a provision, للمقوين, for those who are traveling or for those who are hungry. Here, نحن جعلناها تذكرة. Anytime that you are told that fire is there, وإعدت للكافرين, it has been prepared for the unbelievers. قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا. Save yourselves and your family from hellfire. If you don't know the fire, every time you are using it to prepare your food, look at how it is. This, if you don't like this fire to touch you, then be afraid of the fire of the hereafter. Tazkirah. It's a warning. Whenever you eat fresh fruits and you like it, then think of the one in the hereafter. You have been Lord to come. Here, Allah has talked of earth here. He has talked of water. He has talked of fire. And he has talked of ignition. For you to be able to ignite fire, you need air. You need oxygen. You can't ignite where there is no oxygen. So these four things, air, fire, earth, and water, they are the four key elements in the creation of anything you find on earth. These four things. And when Satan was being said, "Ana khairun minhu, halaktani min nairin wa halaktahu min tin," I'm better than him. I'm created from fire that is so transparent, you can't see anything. It's transparent, clean. And he's created from mud that is smelling. Which one is more blessed? Anytime you have mud, most of the time it is marrying water. Most of the time, mud, earth is always marrying water. And when they marry water, they produce. What they produce also produces. So it is blessed. That is what's called blessing. Something that produces, then it produces, then it produces, then it produces. If you keep seed and you give it to the earth, it will turn it to you into a tree. That is earth. What of fire? If you can use fire to manage what you want, to prepare what you want, but you have to stay there. If not, by the time you come back, you have destroyed it. Fire, you only need little of it. With it, you are able to fabricate, to make your cars, to make your planes, to make all these things. But you have to manage it. If not, it destroys just now. But what of earth? It keeps. When any day it finds water, it germinates. It gives you a tree. It gives you a fruit. It gives you what to eat. But fire, is it like that? That's why we have to be careful. So these four elements that are principal in the whole creation, in forming anything, Allah has mentioned all of them here. Earth, water, fire, and the air for igniting. Ma turun. So we thank Allah for it.
فسبح باسم ربك العظيم.
Fasabbih bismi rabbikal azim. Allah is telling us from the time we started the surah of Najm, Surah Najm, Allah is telling us about what is the importance of this star, their effect. He's telling us the importance of what we are having with us. Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, we should follow his guidance. He came to tell us why we should abandon idol worshipping and the rest. From there, we came to Surah Al-Qamar, and Allah was warning us of fire. Warning us of fire. What will happen on the day of judgment? Those who don't heed. What happened to those that came before us? Whether it's Nuhu, whether it's the people of Ad, that's people of Anabi Hudu, whether it's people of Anabi Salih, whether it's people of Anabi Lut, whether it's people of Anabi Musa, that's the enemies of Anabi Musa, Fir'auna. Allah told us all this. From there, we went to Surah Rahman. And he told us this earth, he put it down for us. What is the use of it? If you use it correctly, how will you end up? You can excel. You can be a normal person. You can end up in paradise. You can excel in paradise. Then he has come to this stage, telling us about the whole creation itself on earth. How is it formed? What are the most important things in it? The human being that is coming out just because it is planted inside the uterus of a woman. The plant that this human being needs to eat because it is planted inside the earth. The water that he needs to sustain this earth and this woman and this plant. And then the fire that is needed to prepare it so that he can get excellent use of these products. Allah said, who will teach you all this? Who will educate you with such a beautiful education? Oh, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Fasabbih bismi rabbikal azim. Fasabbih. glorify the excellence of your Lord, Rabb, the one that is far away from any imperfection, Rabb. Purify him, glorify him, glorify his name in this case, Al-Azim, his name that is so great. Here, all of us, we are being told here the importance of making tasbih. فَسَبِّهُ بُكْرَةً وَأَصِيلًا وَاذْكُرُ اسْمَ رَبِّكَ وَاذْكُرُوا اللَّهَ ذِكْرًا كَثِيرًا وَسَبِّهُ بُكْرَةً وَأَصِيلًا. That always, anywhere we are, we should be remembering Allah. He just told us that this far has created. We are eating, let's remember Allah. A child is being born, remember Allah. Anytime you are farming, something is growing, remember Allah. Rain is falling, remember Allah. You are seeing fire, remember Allah. All this, then come back and make tasbih of Allah. The real meaning of tasbih is tanzihi. To make sure you take the name of Allah. That's why he's always, Allah is saying, Fasabbih bismi rabbika, the name of Allah. Take away the name of Allah from any debt. You are one of the names of Allah. Every creation, everything you see in this creation, whether it's a particle of sand, there is the name of Allah that goes with it. Including you, there's a name of Allah that goes with you. Take this name of Allah from any debt. That's why some ulama say of the opinion, if you see the name of Allah in a debt and you don't pick it, it says you have become a kafir. That's why some people are always very harsh in printing cards, in printing calendars, in printing all these bags. Just because you want to be happy, you want to show that you are happy, you go and print, and people will take the name of Allah and go and throw it inside the text. Whether it's in English, it's the name of Allah. Because if people see, what do they call? Allah. So let us be very careful with the name of Allah and the name of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Tasbih is not a small issue with Allah. Allah is asking us, let us make tasbih morning and evening. But zikr all the time. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu. In another place said, Fazkurullah, like today. فَإِذَا قُضِيَتِ الصَّلَاةُ فَانْتَشِرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَابْتَغُوا مِنْ فَضْلِ اللَّهِ وَاذْكُرُوا اللَّهَ كَثِيرًا. Said we should do zikr of Allah plenty. In another place said, إِسْتَحَوَذَ عَلَيْهِمُ الشَّيْطَانُ فَأَنْسَاهُمْ ذِكْرَ اللَّهِ أُولَٰئِكَ حِزْبُ الشَّيْطَانِ أَلَا إِنَّ حِزْبَ الشَّيْطَانِ هُمُ الْخَاسِرُونَ. He said, Satan has played trick on top of them and made them to forget about zikr. Those people have joined now the party of Satan. And the party of Satan, they are the ones that lose. Because look at this war that is going on now. It's not now that it started. That evil man called Netanyahu, may Allah curse him and may Allah humiliate him this world and hereafter. He said it is over 40 years he has been wishing for this. These people, they brought Wahhabism. It is the America and the Britain that came together. They supported the family of Saud that are from Najd to fight the whole of Arabian Peninsula and colonize it. And they did that as a tribe. They were going from one division, one tribe to one tribe. They were colonizing them. And they were being given support, army support from UK, from Britain. Until they finally, they captured the whole of Arabian Peninsula. When they did that, they killed a lot of grandchildren of the Prophet. This is not the first time. Grandchildren of the Prophet were the one managing Makkah and Medina at that time. In Makkah, they killed a lot of them. The same hypocrites, European hypocrites, they turned back to the grandchildren of the Prophet to find peace. It's better we settle you somewhere else. You see these people. These people are from Najd. Najd, they are far away in the desert from Makkah. How did they won all this war? Where were they getting their weapons from? And they took one malam called Abdulhab, and he was the one justifying any evil that they did. They now took the grandchildren of the Prophet and settled them in Jordan. These are the Hashemite clan that up to now you find the Hashemite house, they are there. And then they now, after colonization, they now changed the name of Arabian Peninsula to the name of their family. the Arab of Saud. This Saud is the name of their family. To show you that all Arabs today are slaves of Saud. And then they now brought the agenda. This agenda is to defeat Islam. Because they said, as long as Muslims are there, we can never have peace in the world. Don't think that it is peace of Muslims are going to fight them. No, that's not the peace they are looking for. They want to be able to go on with their riba commerce without any hindrance. They want everybody to be on the same page with regards to fornication without any hindrance. They want everybody to be on the same page of gambling without any hindrance. And the only people that hinders them is Islam. Because Islam says gambling is haram, alcohol is haram, zina is haram. And they don't want this. The Christians have given up. They are not fighting. They are part of them. So the Europeans and the Americans came together. They now went, the Jews now said, forgive us for killing your God, Jesus Christ. So they forgive. They came together. We have to defeat the Muslims. How do we do? Somebody says, as long as this Quran is with them, you cannot defeat them. The only way is to set one of them against the other. They now said, these people that they have armed to the teeth to send out the grandchildren of the Prophet from Hijaz, from the Arabian Peninsula, they now set them up to fight all other Muslims. How? They now look at all the Muslims as kafir. As long as you don't toe their own line, you are a kafir. As long as you don't toe what they told, you are a kafir. If not, how can somebody be saying la ilaha illallah and say he's a kafir? What will he do to enter Islam? Your own brother. You say you're Ahl Sunnah. These people are working with hadith. If somebody is working with hadith, he's not Ahl Sunnah, what is he? This is what they did. And that time, the people like Sheikh Darbachi were shouting on top of their voice, this thing is a creation of America and Europe. This Wahhabism, it is a creation of America and Europe. They met and they created it. You people here, don't follow it. They refused. Of recent, King Salman, his son, that is the crown prince, came out and said it. We are abandoning Wahhabism. The work it was meant to do, it has finished it. In CNN, openly, in interview. Al-Qaeda was there. People were saying it's an Islamic jihad. Islamic jihad. This man, what's his name? That was killed. Bin Laden. Everybody was saying he's fighting for Islam. Only for this witch called Hillary Clinton to come on CNN in front of the whole world to say that they are the one that created Al-Qaeda. Why will a Muslim allow idiots to be meddling with their brain? Because your brain too is an idiotic brain. Even who are these people that will take your brain and doing it like this? You are asked to hate your brother. Now they are made to kill their own brothers. In Nigeria, they go to the mosque, kill. And all is started with Wahhabism. What is it? So that's why Allah is saying, clean the name of Allah. Purify the name of Allah. You yourself, you are carrying the name of Allah. Anytime you are praying, after Fatiha, you are finished. You come to Ruku. After this was said, Fasabbih bismi rabbikal azim. Because here, Shajara was mentioned. That is tree. And tree is close to bowing. Prophet said, Ij'aluha fi ruku'ikum. Put this in your ruku'. After here now, you are going to find that we are going to start a surah that is just a surah of tasbih. Sabbaha lillahi ma fi samawati wal ard. After that, a surah will come, another one will follow it. Sabbaha lillahi ma fi samawati ma fi ard. After that, a surah will come, another one will follow it. Sabbaha lillahi ma fi samawati ma fi ard. After that, a surah will come, the one that will, or no surah will come, the one that will follow it. Yusabbihu lillahi ma fi samawati ma fi ard. Then after that again, another one will come. Yusabbihu lillahi ma fi samawati ma fi ard. Surah Tagabun. After that, then Allah will now come and make a declaration. Sabbisma rabbikal a'la. All this is telling us that we have to continuously make sure that we purify the name of Allah. You can't purify Allah, but the name of Allah is with you. You can't read the Quran and come back and you're meddling with what the Quran said. So that's why Allah is telling the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Fasabbih bismi rabbikal azim." O Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, fasabbih, glorify the name of your Allah, purify the name of your Allah, sanctify the name of your Allah. That this name is big. Any name of Allah is big.
فلا أقسم بمواقع النجوم وإنه لقسم لو تعلمون عظيم
فلا أقسم بمواقع النجوم وإنه لقسم لو تعلمون عظيم. Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala is now saying this. فلا أقسم بمواقع النجوم. For sure, I will swear بمواقع النجوم, with the setting of the stars. وإنه لقسم. It is a swearing. لو تعلمون, if you are to know what it holds, عظيم, that is great. Here, the sun is the biggest star and the closest star to us here. After this, all these other stars you are seeing are also stars like the sun. The moon is not a star. But Allah is swearing with their setting. In another place, He has sweared, وَالنَّجْمِ إِذَا هَوَى. The settings of the star is very important. Why? The knowledge is so deep, is so wide. From there, you have all the astronomy, all the astrology, and all this Pleiades. Now, when a person is being given birth to now, the way the stars set and create a shape has effect on his character, on his aura, like that. The other big stars, the supernovas, the way they also affect these stars that are close to us, the sun, it also affects us. The sun itself, which is a star, the radiation itself affects our own behavior. It affects how our crop is grown. Individuals, there is also attraction. That anybody close to you, there is an attraction that is there, electromagnetic in nature. All this Allah, if you go ahead, as Allah is saying, and you go to study the effect of the stars, you will get lost because of the depth of knowledge. Yet Allah said, it's not the issue. It's not the issue. The issue is Allah. لو أن قرآن سيرت به الجبال أو قطعت به الأرض أو كلم به الموتى فلله الأمر جميعا. Even if you see the Quran itself is being used to break the earth, to talk to the dead, to make the mountain to move, know that everything is still with Allah. Hold to Allah. It's enough. Alayhi Allah becoming abda. If you are to know what is in these stars, because Allah make one thing, the whole world is integrated. Will you go? Now there is no rain. The earth is dry. Will you go and plant now and say, okay, it will germinate? Bismillah. No. Because Allah has put wisdom that when there is rain, it enters this soil, then you can till it and plant. That's how every other heavenly bodies affect. That's why the timing that is chosen for our salah, nobody should play with it. It affects you. It doesn't affect Allah. The night affects you, not Allah. The Prophet is always talking of Sulsul Layl al-Akhir, the last one third of the night. Stay up and pray. Because at that time, your magnetic response to the prayers of Allah is strongest. The prayer you do at that time easily gets you to the prayers of Allah. All this, the Prophet is telling us, because we don't have the knowledge. Before you can get the knowledge, you can waste the whole of your life and you still get nothing. Because the day affects you, the night affects you, the wind affects you, the rain affects you, the stars affect you, the sun affects you, the radiation affects you. Those surrounding affect you. The streets, they affect you. The town you are in affects you. The country you are in affects you. Which one are you going to study to monitor? That's why it's also foolhardy to be going to a soothsayer, look for me. He can only see little. What is true is true. It's true infinitesimal. That's what Allah is saying. فَلَا أُقْسِمُ بِمَوَاقِعِ النُّجُومِ. Will I not swear with the setting of these stars, the effect it has in ruling the world, in the management of the world? وَسَمَا رَفَعَهَا وَضَعَ الْمِيزَانَ أَلَّا تَطْغَوْا فِي الْمِيزَانِ.
إنه لقرآن كريم في كتاب مكنون لا يمسه إلا المطهرون تنزيل من رب العالمين.
فلا أقسم بمواقع النجوم وإنه لقسم لو تعلمون عظيم إنه لقرآن كريم في كتاب مكنون لا يمسه إلا المطهرون تنزيل من رب العالمين. Allah said, when I swear with this setting of these stars, then let me tell you, إنه لقرآن كريم. This Quran that is in your hand, Karimun, is very generous. It's an attribute of Allah. Just like these ones are creations of Allah, this one is an attribute of Allah. And it came with generosity, of knowledge, of blessing, of anything you want is inside the Quran. If you take any verse of the Quran and read it for an intention, Allah will grant it for you. Anything, even a letter, Allah will grant you that your request. Innahu la Quranun Kareem. Wallahi, it is this reading, it is this Quran that is generous, is honored, is honorable. All of us, let us treat Quran with honor and let us know we don't have anything today more than the Quran. Don't allow yourself a day to pass you don't open the Quran to see it. Reading the Quran off head is one, but reading it and looking at it is more rewarding. The Prophet said, for you to read the Quran, Nazaran, looking at it is more rewarding. Yet at his time, there was no Quran in the hands of people. It was later written and compiled and now printed. All these are part of Bidya that people don't talk about. Because if you talk about that, then where would they be? Is there anything that the Prophet did not do? The Sahaba did not do. Did they print a Quran? Even to compile it, was compiled at the time of Sayyidina Bakr. But to make it into copies, it was at the time of Sayyidina Usman. But printing, even no dot, no vowel. When you say ba, ya, nun, ta, sa, all they are the same thing. Yet they know how to read it. Don't put those things now. Say it, call them Bidya and see. فَإِنَّهُ لَقُرْآنٌ كَرِيمٌ فِي كِتَابٍ مَكْنُونٍ. This Quran that is in your hand is an attribute of Allah that is being taken from another book, Lawhul Mahfuz. This Lawhul Mahfuz, Maknunun, is protected in, just like you say, Kamsari Lulul Maknun, is protected in a shell that nothing, no dust, nothing can touch it. Fi Kitab Maknun, La Massuhu illa al-Mutahharun. Nobody touches it except the one that is purified. Except the one that is purified, whether it's Lawhul Mahfuz or the Quran. Not that the one that purifies. No, when you make ablution, it does not purify you. But ulamas have taken it that is ablution. That's why it's okay. Don't touch the Quran except with ablution. But it is the real Quran that we are talking about here. This one we are saying is letters. Quran came from Allah without any letter, without any word, without any sound, without beginning, without end. It came into the Prophet ﷺ, and by the time the Prophet opened his mouth, what it intends to say came out. إِنَّمَا يَسَّرْنَاهُ بِلِسَانِكَ. That's why the Quran starts by saying, Alif Lam Mim, Dhalika al-Kitab, that book. That, don't think that you are holding it because of that you are near to it. No. La yamassuhu illa al-mutahharun. If you go near and you are purified, you go close to Allah, you go close to people of Allah, you go close to the Prophet ﷺ, and then you are purified, then you can handle the Quran. That's why there are people that have gone close to that extent, that handles the Quran, that they can read the Quran in thousands of times in a day, in one day. Sheikh Ibrahim is one. Everybody knew that. Some of these awliya of Allah, they still go ahead and recite the normal recitation. But what is between them and God at that level, they know. Because they can go to where it's not our day here, it's another day. وَإِنَّ يَوْمًا عِندَ رَبِّكَ كَأَلْفِ سَنَةٍ مِمَّا تَعُدُّونَ وَإِنَّهُ لَقَسَمٌ لَوْ تَعْلَمُونَ عَظِيمٌ إِنَّهُ لَقُرْآنٌ كَرِيمٌ فِي كِتَابٍ مَكْنُونٍ لَا يَمَسُّهُ إِلَّا الْمُطَّهَّرُونَ تَنزِيلٌ مِنْ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. This Quran, I know that Tanzilun, it was set down مِنْ رَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ, from the Lord of the whole of the alam, the universes. That's your Lord, that's the Lord of the universes, that's the Lord of every other thing. If you go to a house, it is so big, everything there is confusing. You want to live well, find who is the owner of this house. They say, go and stay with him. If he wants you to enter a room, he will enter. There are places that if you go today, if you don't know how to operate computer, you will not be able to enter. There are some hotels today, if you are going, the key to your room is sent to you in your handset. When you go, it's the Bluetooth of your handset that you take and you press on the door and it will open for you. It is sent to you. The day you are supposed to check out is also there. After that day, you go there, the Bluetooth will not work. The same Bluetooth in your handset is one that will operate your fridge, your television, everything inside that room. If all is like this, then let us be very careful. Tanzilu min Rabbil Alamin.
أفبهذا الحديث أنتم مدهنون وتجعلون رزقكم أنكم تكذبون
فبهذا الحديث أنتم مدهنون وتجعلون رزقكم أنكم تكذبون. Allah is now asking question. فبهذا الحديث, is it this narration, this Quran that I sent to you, I sent down to you? First of all, I sent it to Lawhul Mahfuz. Then it was now sent to the Prophet ﷺ, munajjiman, gently, 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 until for 23 years. If the Prophet was not purified, do you think he can get access to this Quran? Then it is now with you. وَأَنْتُمْ مُدْهِنُونَ, and you are belittling it. Because most of us, we don't take Quran serious. Most people don't recite Quran. The Quran is being recited. Some people are talking. Where is that Quran? فَاسْتَمِعُوا لَهُ وَأَنصِتُوا. This is what Allah said. When Quran is being recited, فَاسْتَمِعُوا لَهُ. Seek to listen to it. Not just to hear it. Seek to listen to it. وَأَنصِتُوا, and keep quiet. Which means your mind should keep quiet. And you should seek to listen to it. By chance, you will be blessed. And you will receive the mercy of Allah. But today, a lot of us, the Quran is being recited. Some just take it as music. They just want to hear it and go. Some, they don't even bother. If not, how can the Quran is being recited, and you are busy in the same mosque talking? Salah is going on, the Imam is reciting, you are busy in the mosque talking. Let us be very careful. This Quran, let's not take it as something little. Let's not take it just because it is common. Allah has given it to us now in our hands. All of us have it. أَفَبِهَذَا الْحَدِيثِ أَنْتُمْ مُدْهِنُونَ وَتَجْعَلُونَ رِزْقَكُمْ أَنَّكُمْ تُكَذِّبُونَ. And you take it that of your should be your wealth, what should be your source of pride, is that you should deny it. Somebody is telling you this is what the Quran says. You say you just put it in. That's not the meaning. Huh? Are you the prophet? So let us be very careful. We are asked to make tasbih of Allah. Let's make tasbih. Ourselves, let's try to purify ourselves as we are handling the Quran in speech, in our head. Let's make sure that we don't come close to death, so that we can be lucky to go close, then be purified. Because if yourself, you are not avoiding death, you are just talking anything that comes to your mouth, you are looking at anything that your eyes go to, you are hearing anything that your ears hears, you are mixing with anything, then you have not made tasbih. It's not just by saying with the mouth, Subhana Rabbi al-Azim. You have to, Ismar al-Azim, Subhana Rabbi al-Azim, hear your Lord. But here, Fasab Bismi Rabbi al-Azim. And like I said, let's avoid playing with the name of Allah. In our speeches, in our writing, in throwing to the ground. That's why these enemies of Allah, they know we don't like it. Sometimes they will make cloth and put the name of Allah in it, disguise, so that they make you to play with it, you don't know. Sometimes in shoes. بهذا الحديث أنتم مدهنون وتجعلون رزقكم أنكم تكذبون. And you take it that you should be putting it to lie, whatever it says.
فلولا إذا بلغت الحلقوم وأنتم حينئذ تنظرون.
ولولا إذا بلغت الحلقوم وأنتم حينئذ تنظرون. As you are not taking Quran seriously, as you are being told of Allah, have faith, and you're not having faith, as you are being told to look at what you are eating, to look at the water you are drinking, to look at the children that you are giving birth to, that children that are giving birth to, look at all these things, and you are not listening, then then as you are with this person and his soul is going out, why not by the time you see the soul get to the throat, somebody is dying, you are saying he's now gasping for breath, why not at that time when you see the soul, why don't you try to do something? If you think you are the one that created man, why don't you take this life and bring it back? Can you? Allah said, we have already predestined your time of death. If you see the death of a person coming and is now gasping for breath, about to die, if you are that strong, take it back.
ونحن أقرب إليه منكم ولكن لا تبصرون.
وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْكُمْ وَلَكِنْ لَا تُبْصِرُونَ. Allah said, we are closer to him than you, but you don't see. Here, the ulamas, all the ulama that want to make Allah as a body sitting down somewhere, they used to say, وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ بِإِلْمِهِ, that we are closer to him with his knowledge, or with our ilmina, or with our knowledge. No. That when you say tubsirun, you cannot see, you cannot perceive something that is not close to you. Allah said, وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْكُمْ وَلَكِنْ لَا تُبْصِرُونَ, but you cannot see. Since Allah has mentioned sight here, which means Allah is close to you, real. How? We don't know. وَلَمْ يَكُلْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. وَلَمْ يَكُلْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. How Allah is, we don't know. How is he with us? We don't know. How are we with him? We don't know. But try to clean yourself. Try to make istighfar. Try to make salati. Distance yourself from sin. Distance yourself from abusing people. You will go close to Allah. Right? Okay. May Allah forgive us our sins. May Allah grant us this Quran. We are not talking about the Quran. All of us should try to learn the Quran. I urge all of us, minimum, let us learn the meaning of Fatiha. Know it very well. know each word, know each letter in it. If you take one word and you are studying it, soon you know it. Know what it means. When you stand before Allah, know that you are standing before Malik al-Mulk, the one that owns all the kingdom. Not when you go to Tinubu before you start shivering. So may Allah forgive all of us. May Allah assist Muslims. May Allah assist Islam. All the enemies of Islam, may Allah perish them. All those that are planning for us, we are not planning for anybody. We are praying for our own protection. All those planning for us, may Allah make the plan against them. May Allah turn their own plan against them. Amakaru wa makarallah, wallahu khairul makirin. They are always planning. May Allah turn their plan against them. May Allah assist Muslims all over the world. May Allah assist Muslims all over the world. May Allah distance diseases from us. May Allah grant us what we shall eat, what we shall wear, where we shall stay, what we shall travel with. May Allah Ta'ala forgive our parents. May Allah Ta'ala correct all these our leaders. Let them know that there is nobody that they have but Allah. May Allah take fear of other than Allah from their heart. They are afraid of Israel. They are afraid of America. Who are these people? May Allah Ta'ala, may He bless our country for us. May He bring peace and security to our country. All those that are bringing insecurity, may Allah destroy them for us. May Allah weaken their forces. May Allah Ta'ala grant us knowledge, grant us good wives, grant us good husbands, grant us good homes. May Allah Ta'ala make us to live this world with La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم